You ready, Dave?
All right, sweet. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saturdays of ForTheBoyz, aka ForTheBoyz TV. And basically, we wanted to welcome you to today's show. We're going to be doing something a little bit different, but however, if you are finding us for the first time, be sure to like and subscribe. There you go. And definitely share. So, once again, I'm here with Melvin. I'm here with Sam.
I'm actually Melvin, just so that way y'all know.
Yeah, just to clear up the confusion from the intro video, but Sam, it's all gravy. It's all gravy.
Yeah,
it's all gravy.
I mean,
it's all good. We've forgiven him for that.
You like gravy?
No, it's just the thing that I see. Instead of
all right.
Anyway,
So today we're doing a special episode. Because we're shooting this on Monday instead of Friday like we normally do because I have to go to Georgia for my friend's wedding.
Yeah.
So it might not. We're gonna miss the Jurassic World trailer on Thursday. I'm sorry, can't talk about it. But today we're talking about our top 5 movies, TV shows, actors, and actresses. Our favorite 5. Top five.
Yeah, we're just gonna do like a rundown of all of our favorites. Seeing as we're doing something a little bit different now. Be sure to give your thoughts on what do you think. Are there any controversial mentions? Your top 5s, basically. Join in the conversation.
Yeah, put your top 5s down below in the comments. We would love to check those out to see who you guys have in your personal 5s and where you rank everybody.
Definitely. All right.
Who wants to go first?
I'm not going first.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, I'll go first.
I'm going
David's
first.
going first. All right. Top 5 movies.
Okay, top 5 movies. I'll just quickly run down through the names and just say why. Top 5 movies: 8 Mile, Great Gatsby.
Okay. Whoa. Which Great Gatsby?
The Leo Great Gatsby.
Oh, the Leo one. Okay.
Yeah, the Leo Great Gatsby. 8 Mile, Great Gatsby, Titanic.
Really?
Yes, Titanic. Yes, Titanic.
Titanic's a good movie.
The Notebook. Okay, I know that's a bit controversial.
I mean, no, it's not controversial. I have never heard you talk about these movies.
Ever.
What?
Ever.
Oh, okay. Well,
what's
learning something
I know
new.
you like Leonardo DiCaprio.
And Fences, definitely.
Fences, okay.
I love Fences. All right, quick rundown. 8 Mile, one of my favorites because it's by Eminem, and I just love the story of an underdog coming from nothing and kind of just working his way up.
He still ended up kind of like with nothing.
I know, but like he had like I know, but like
really though, it kind of trailed off like.
I mean, like
now
he did what
he's
he
gonna
wanted
walk
to do.
becoming Eminem.
He did what he wanted to do.
But
he had an arc, and he he got over his
overcome
fear.
a challenge, and he was seen as an underdog.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, and I love rap. I love music. So just seeing that, I love that part about it. Moving on.
It stars Eminem, if you didn't know.
I think they do.
Some people don't.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go to Fences. Came out, I think it was 2 years ago, last year.
Last year?
I think it was last year.
Yeah.
Yes, somewhere around there. And
Denzel Washington and Viola.
Love Viola. But I just loved one. It's an African American story. I love that. I love to hear about African American stories. 2, I just love the story of a child wanting to do something, wanting to sort of go onto his own path, and then his parents are kind of holding him back. I think I could relate to that. I thought that was a good story that a lot of young kids should watch nowadays. I love how Denzel sort of says, you know what, because I didn't do so well in sports and all that stuff, I'm going to make sure you're not going to do it. And if I look at the time in which Fences, Fences was portrayed in, a lot of African American sportsmen weren't necessarily being successful. So I think, from Denzel's point of view or his character's point of view, he was, just trying to be a good father. But from the child's point of view, he was chasing his dream, and I just loved that whole concept. Fences.
I still have to see that one, by the way.
Definitely see. Titanic, because, well, I mean, come on. You have 2 people from 2 different worlds all together. What? What's wrong with Titanic?
Enjoy Titanic.
The best part of Titanic, I like Titanic. I watched Titanic.
Yeah.
Titanic is a cool movie.
I've watched it a lot of times, but the best part is when the ship is sinking. Like,
Oh, the best part is just when everybody died.
I mean,
That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying it like that. It is. It's just the most. It's the most entertaining part, I guess, because it's the climax.
Hey, he could have fit on that damn door
On the door.
That's why I don't like that movie. But go ahead.
That is a good point, actually.
I would have shit. I mean, I'm.
See, no.
I think we all would have made sure that we fit on.
Go ahead.
Anyway, moving on. Gatsby. One thing I loved about Gatsby is because I could relate to Gatsby. I read the book, and I just also love the story of two people from two different worlds. One way in which I related to Gatsby is him being sort of like a hopeless romantic, and him being a bit naive. Now, I have a tendency to do that with my relationships and my track record with females, which we will not get into. But but anyway, The Notebook. So as you can tell,
you're a bird.
I'm a bit of a romantic. I am a bit of a romantic, Gatsby, Titanic. And it's a similar story with Gatsby. Two people come from...
what do you want?
Yeah, just tell me what you want. So yeah, just two people come from two different worlds and separated by...
It's not that simple.
What do you mean it's not that simple?
It's not that simple.
He's reciting the movie.
Oh, you're reciting the movies.
Oh my goodness.
So shout out to Ryan Gosling. Really loved his portrayal of the whole movie. But those type of movies get to me. I think you're going to see that we're all a bit different on our favorites, but those type of movies really get to me, just like the hopeless romantic types. Anyway, moving on to TV shows.
Wait.
No, hold on, bro.
We're doing movie, but bro. You don't just say your whole list. All right, I'll go. All right.
Go ahead.
My first movie, I'm a bit of a dork. All right, my first movie is pretty much any movie in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay.
But I'll pick Fellowship of the Ring. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I could watch that movie anytime. I know all the lines in that movie. I read the books for Lord of the Rings, and I think that movie is. First off, I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the greatest movie trilogy of all time ever created, ever. There's no other trilogy with as much production value. The CGI, even now, that shit was filmed in 1999.
Yeah.
All three were filmed at the same time in 1999. The special effects are still amazing.
Yeah.
Right
That's
now.
a good point.
That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And the character design, the location in New Zealand,
I disagree on it being the greatest trilogy of all time. No.
What's your?
You're not gonna top Friday like that.
Oh.
Nah. I'm very upset that you would even. You know what?
Top Friday.
You know what?
Keep going, Giants.
You just totally. I feel like you just insulted my.
Keep going, Giants.
Anyways, Inception. There it is. Inception.
Ooh.
I love Inception. The dream within a dream within a dream. Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean,
what more could you ask for?
That movie pissed me off in the end when he spun that, and then it was just like, whoo, blackout. I was like, no!
He was not dreaming. He was in the
was
real world. I don't care. It wobbled. It was going to fall. I saw it. Anyway.
Okay.
Inception's amazing, too. What else did I have? Oh, Star Wars, of course.
He's a big Star Wars
Any
fan.
of the 7. But I'll choose, you know what? I'll choose Revenge of the Sith. People are going to get mad at me for not choosing the original trilogy, but whatever. Revenge of the Sith because it ended Anakin's story, and it, how it segued into, it showed how they were born.
I'm not really a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, God.
It's not really my
Do you even know what I'm talking about, though?
Somewhat, yeah.
You know what? Just Star Wars.
I mean, I know Luke Skywalker, he's got his
And
hands off.
then
That's the one where he got cut in half, right?
I think so.
Anakin, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
He slaughtered all them kids in that one.
He did. He slaughtered the younglings.
I got no love for him. I was like, I hope you die.
Why
bro.
can't I think of my movie? Oh, Interstellar. I love Interstellar.
It's definitely in my top 5.
Oh, yeah, I watched that. And I watched that at your place
We
first time,
did.
right?
Yeah, we
I
all
saw
watched
that.
it.
Let me stop. I'm gonna wait till I get to the
Interstellar,
part.
man. I mean, I thought Matthew McConaughey should have won Best Actor.
Yo, they should have won every award that year. I'm still talking about
that movie. And The Matrix. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Yes, The Matrix. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I give you that first Matrix was amazing.
The first Matrix is
That
one of the
first
greatest
Matrix
movies
was
of all
amazing.
time. It's innovative.
I like the story behind it. But
It's smart. It's innovative.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still mad Will Smith didn't do it, but
Well,
I
low-key
think it
I'm
would've
mad
been
too,
the same.
but I'm low-key glad
I'm glad he didn't
because
do
it would have
it,
been semi-goofy, And I like the seriousness that Keanu Reeves brought to it. Now, when they do end up expanding the whole universe like they've been talking about doing, I'm interested in seeing how well they do that. But yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't do it.
I think it'd be perfectly fine with Will Smith. But
I think he would have done.
I mean, I like Keanu Reeves, but I think it would.
But then again, let's also say the script might have been a bit different than what it was for Keanu Reeves. He's not going to do the exact same thing.
Embodied Neo just so well.
But yeah, the Neo he was given. I get that. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right, my turn. So number one, well, not number one. I really don't have a number for any of them. I'm just gonna kind of say them. Space Jam. Just because it's Michael Jordan and it's Bugs Bunny and everybody and their mama was in love with Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny.
Everybody was in love with Lola Bunny.
Don't ever call me.
Oh my goodness. That was incredible.
Oh man,
she
was fine as hell.
I can't. You know what? I'm gonna just say everybody was in love with Lola. I'm not going that far.
Sexy rabbit.
Okay. The second movie I'm gonna say is Any Given Sunday, just because I played football growing up, and first time I saw that movie, I was like, oh my god, this is like amazing. Absolutely love it.
Have you seen the director's cut?
LL, yes I have. Like LL, Lawrence Taylor, Jamie, Al Pacino. What's her name? I'm forgetting her name. Cameron Diaz. All killed it. That was absolutely great. My third one that I'm gonna say is gonna be Interstellar because I low key was like tearing up at the end of the movie, and especially the part when he came back off of that ship and was sitting there and had to watch all the memories of his kids. It was like laughing, turned crying. I was like, oh my god, bro! I have never felt pain like this. Like it contemplated. For when I'm gonna have my own child, I was like, yo, if I'm not there in my child's life, I'm an asshole. Like, oh my god, that hits so deep. But pause.
Even to save the world, though.
Say it again.
Even to save the world, though.
Even to save the world. I mean, if I got to do what I gotta do, I'm the only one. I am not gonna be the lone black dude that y'all be like, oh, we all just gonna go outside and be like, nah, bro, I'm going wherever y'all going because I'm not dying in this movie. I'm not dying in this movie. I still hate Matt Damon for that. The fourth movie I'm gonna say is Pursuit of Happiness because I absolutely cried in that movie because that movie resonated with a lot of my life pre-New York. And what was my fifth movie?
So we suck.
We don't forget it just out. Jeez, what was my fifth movie? I told David earlier.
What?
I told you. My movies.
You got it on your.
I don't have it on there.
Damn.
I did tell you because we talked about it beforehand.
Oh shit, my bad.
Just go ahead. I'm gonna remember it in a second as soon as I remember it.
All right. TV shows. Let's do TV shows.
Should we just go like this?
What?
Like we're starting from you, then here. It's kind of weird. Should we just go
like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Yeah. All right.
Like from left. Oh no, not 1, 1, 1. But I'm saying like start from here and go that way.
All right, go.
That seems to make sense.
Okay, go.
All right. TV shows.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Boom.
Is to me the greatest television show ever made. Although I do have issues with how all the colored people are slaves or separatists. But you know what? I blame the writer of the book more than the TV show because the writer of the book, George R. Martin. I mean, like, I read the books back in 9th grade, so that was in 2005. I read the first 4. Damn. Yeah, way before the show came, or like 6 years before the show came out. Yeah. And I loved the books. And then, the TV show came out. That thing is well acted. The production is, I think, is it like $10 million an episode or $1 million an episode that it costs to film that thing?
Oh yeah,
the production value is amazing.
Battle of the Bastards.
The history that he came across, that he made up. I mean, George R. Martin, that he created with all the houses and their history goes back
so
like
many
1,000
storylines.
years.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like, man.
I can't remember my last one, so I'm just say Independence Day and go for it.
Okay.
I was thinking way too long.
Boom. So yeah, Game of Thrones, number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna have to say The Office because
No, go ahead.
The Office, I've watched all those episodes at least 4 times.
Okay, 4 times.
Yeah. I love The Office. That's just, I don't know. I love The Office. After The Office is Smallville. I grew up watching Smallville, and I can still watch it to this day.
You can. I've been there.
Tom Welling, Superman. Smallville was Smallville was the original. Smallville is what got the CW to do all the superhero
Flash,
shows that it does now.
yeah.
Smallville had the Flash in there. They had Green Arrow in there. That's why Green Arrow has his own show, because Green Arrow was the main character. They had Martian Man. They had Aquaman. The only one they didn't have was Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was kind of like the Green. In the episode I saw, he was kind of like
Green Arrow.
Was
Batman basically in that. And then Smallville was after Smallville. It's the Fresh Prince.
Hey.
You know, I love when I was a kid, that's pretty much all I watched when I was a kid, when I was a child. Other than that and Dragon Ball Z. Woo. And then after, y'all gonna be mad at me at this, but I'm gonna say Naruto. Naruto.
I could never get on the Naruto wave. I could not get on.
I like Naruto better than Dragon Ball Z, and I know that's blasphemous.
You bugging.
I know that's
bugging.
blasphemous, but it is like.
You are bugging.
You know what? Naruto didn't have 30 episodes of filler, alright? Naruto wasn't sitting here doing his damn spirit bomb for 25 episodes.
You gonna act like you wasn't entertained?
Exactly. No, I wasn't. I was pissed off 9
Don't you dare.
Goku didn't talk a lot, but
I was
you were entertained.
9 years old. Goku still standing like this. Get out.
That's how much energy you need.
Nah.
Exactly.
And I'm just wondering why Frieza ain't just destroying him.
Because Frieza like, go ahead with your life.
Exactly.
Go ahead. It's all good.
Go ahead. All right. That's my top 5. Go ahead.
That's your top 5?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right. First one, Suits. I think anybody who knows me knows that I love Suits. It came out when I was studying law, funny enough, and I just love the show. Harvey Specter. I always see myself as Harvey Specter. I think any guy who watches the show and is committed to the show at some point will like do the Harvey Specter walk and they'll buy the fancy suit and all that stuff and think they can talk to a bunch of females, but they cannot. But Suits. Definitely top 5. Next, after Suits, as I think Sam said, all of Game of Thrones. I caught on the Game of Thrones wave a bit too late. A friend of mine, I think...
My man, I remember my last movie. Go ahead.
A friend of mine introduced me to Game of Thrones, I think, like, after the first season, and I was like, what the hell is this? You know? But then after a while, I was like, all right, cool, this is pretty good. Next up, the Dragon Ball series. I think it is one of the best anime series of all time. Arguably better than Naruto, in my opinion. I used to like run home just to go watch the episode because like it came on at 5 o'clock and I used to get home really late. Definitely that. How I Met Your Mother, because I am a hopeless romantic. I just caught on to the idea of who is his wife going to be. Last but not least, I think Big Bang Theory, because I'm super nerdy like that, and I kind of relate to Penny a lot, like her story of how she's what's this? She works at a cheesecake factory. She's an actress. I like how she always jokes about how she's only got like one commercial, which is the one where she's like on a horse or whatever. Like I just relate to that a lot, and I just love like the whole Sheldon interchange. But anyway, yeah, that's
all right. So my last movie was actually Creed, because when I saw it in the theater, I wanted to go fight right after that, and I took a boxing class. And was like, ooh, yeah, this was harder than I thought.
I like Creed way more than I like Creed way more than the Rocky movies.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. Yeah,
I agree 100%.
I mean, I like Rocky 1.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Rocky movies are great, but
you
know, Creed was the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
My 5 TV shows. Number 1, I would also say, well, not number 1, but first up would be The Fresh Prince, just because who didn't watch that show? Growing up, aside from David, because he didn't say that.
Well, hold up, I watched
number 2 would be, I really enjoyed, my show's gonna be mad black. Number 2, I really enjoyed Martin. I can still watch Martin to this day and will laugh hysterically. Absolutely love that. My third show was the Jamie Foxx show, just because you got to see how multi-talented he was, from singing to doing comedy to acting, you know, being serious with his acting, also being goofy with it. And then all the special appearances that happened in the show. That was absolutely great. 4 was Dragon Ball Z, because I used to watch that a whole lot, like every day when I come home from school. And my 5th one was a tie between Insecure and Atlanta, because I just absolutely love the fact that Issa Rae started her thing on YouTube, like up to now being on HBO and doing her own thing now. And I love the fact that Donald Glover is just so good at everything that he does.
Grammys.
That man is literally he's just amazing. Like nominated for Grammys, won Emmys from the TV show now. Like who knows? He might even if Lion King does as well as what people expecting it to, might be an Oscar nod or something. There ain't no telling. That man's future is just bright. So there you go.
Yeah, he was in Community.
Shout out to Community, bro. Shout out to Community. One of my favorite shows too, but I can only fit so many. Unless I'm just add another one after that and just put Community on there as well. Yeah. So,
All right. Now we got to top 5 actors and actresses. Top five. Remember, this is not a ranking of who is better.
No order whatsoever.
Just, we could like them based on how they look, on what they do outside of, movies, although, I don't know. Yeah. But, all right. Top 5 actors for me. We're going to do actresses after this. It's such a close call between Will Smith and Leonardo DiCaprio for me. Those are my boys. They're the reason I watch movies. Yeah. I love those guys. Will Smith does it all. I mean, I can't even, I don't even have enough, I don't even know what to say about it. Well, yeah, Will Smith did music, then I grew up watching the Fresh Prince.
Don't get it twisted. Will Smith won the first Grammy for rap.
Oh, he did?
What's good? The very first one. Don't get it twisted.
That was big on music, as you can tell.
Yes. So yeah, I grew up watching Fresh Prince, and then I think the first Leonardo DiCaprio movie I saw, it wasn't Titanic. I saw Titanic after. The first Leonardo DiCaprio movie I saw was Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks. I love that movie.
Oh.
And Leonardo DiCaprio, he played a teenager to like a young adult to, I guess that's pretty much it, but he did so much in that movie, acting wise, that I just fell in love and I wanted to make movies because of that. After Will Smith and Leonardo DiCaprio, it's Denzel Washington.
He Denzel. First name basis.
He's Denzel.
You say Denzel. You know what you're talking about.
He's Denzel. I think I actually really liked him first in Remember the Titans. That's what I first saw. I was a kid, and then I watched a bunch of his stuff. After that, this is gonna be shocking to y'all. I got Shia LaBeouf in there.
Okay. Nah.
Shia LaBeouf. The reason because
I ran into him on the street one time.
I watched all his movies. You ran into him on the street. Was he cool?
You could tell he was in a rush, and I was with my friend, and we were walking, and I was like, "Yo, was that Shia LaBeouf?" She was like, "What?" She didn't hear me because I said it low because I didn't want her to freak out. So as he walked closer, I was just like, "Hey, Shia, man, how you doing? Love your movies. Have a great day." He was like, "Hey, man, thanks so much." And it was just like hurrying up to wherever he had to go. So I was like, "Oh, all right, cool. Shout out to you, Shia."
Yeah. Should have been me. Shia LaBeouf was like, I watched all his movies. I think that's a good way to gauge.
To gauge
whether I really like it. Yeah. I used to love Even Stevens.
I was gonna say
Even Stevens was my shit. Freaking Christy Carlson Romano. I used to have a huge crush on you. I don't know what you're doing
Christy
now.
Carlson, come on the show. Come on the show.
We would love to have you.
We'd love to have you. But
Even Stevens. Then the Even Stevens movie. Then he did Holes. After that, he did that one Disney Channel movie. True Confessions or whatever. Was that it? No,
I vaguely remember.
I don't remember. But he played like a mentally challenged kid in that one.
I kind of remember something.
And then he did iRobot, where he was cussing and swearing a lot with Will Smith. And then he just got big. He did Disturbia, then Transformers, and then boom.
Robots in disguise.
So Shia LaBeouf, and then after that, I'm gonna have to say The Rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because I like his movies.
Yeah. Wow. So Sam pretty much almost said my entire list.
Okay.
Leonardo. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a big Leo fan. Like, I love Leo. Like, I don't know what I would do if I met Leo on the street. Like, if I had like a bra, I'd probably take it off and just throw it at him or something like that. Something weird like that. But definitely Leo. Will Smith. I love Will. he just has so much. He's so diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like for music, even the movies that he's played in. I think he should have. Well, I don't know why his last movie did as bad as it did, but
Which one?
I forgot the name.
He has Bright coming out on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, that looks really good.
Oh, I'm talking about the one that came out.
It came out in December, and like his daughter passed away.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. I think that one was just like, let's just see if we can give Will an Oscar type thing. And it was like, yeah, this wasn't. It was good, but I didn't think it was gonna be enough to get him an Oscar. I feel
really?
Oh, you're talking about like the Angel of Death and stuff?
Yeah.
With, like his friends.
Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, I forgot the movie.
I really love that movie.
It was a very good movie.
They got their friends together and were acting.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't like.
Keira Knightley was like their friends.
It was
kind of like random
people.
Yeah.
And Keira Knightley was like, "Yo, I can't do this no more."
That is kind of messed up.
It was. But no, please continue.
But yeah, I love Will, man. I love Will. Who else? Denzel. Training Day. Damn. I mean, that's like automatically when I think of Denzel, I just think of Training Day. Like automatically. It's just like, you know, favorite line was, what did he say? You think you can do this to me?
I'm the man up in the
You don't remember the line.
I remember.
Oh, have you guys playing basketball? Pelican big.
Shoe program.
I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. I love that. But Denzel, man, even what's that movie he did with Tom Hanks? Philadelphia. I think it was called Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was a really good movie. So like, just Denzel, man, just he's an inspiration.
Shout out to Tom Hanks too.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is good too.
Tom Hanks low key. Shout out to you. Your son not as much, but you cool.
What his son do?
Yeah. His son is. We'll get to that.
Oh no, let's not talk about it.
We'll get to that.
Moving right along, so I mentioned 3. Al Pacino.
Okay.
I think Melvin mentioned the Any Given Sunday.
That Any Given Sunday speech, bro.
I'm not really
through a wall.
I'm not really big on football, but like I play that speech just about almost every morning before I wake up. Like I pretty much, it's such a motivational speech, and I love it. Last but not least. Hugh Jackman.
Okay, hold on. I don't have a problem with you saying Hugh Jackman, but you're not gonna act like my selection of The Rock is messed up. Whoa! And choose a Hugh Jackman.
Let him finish.
I love Hugh Jackman, by the way. Go ahead. You my
He just came off me like that.
No.
You just came off me like that.
You really need to clean that up. It's Hugh Jackman right now looking at you like, yo, you got issues.
Hugh Jackman,
You got issues.
No. I love Hugh Jackman. Wolverine, you will always be Wolverine. If they ever replace you, which they will, I'm gonna be mad though when it happens.
Yeah.
Yo, Hugh Jackman, I mean, you my freaking guy.
All right, cool. So my first one is gonna be Will Smith because I mean every black kid just was like, yo, I want to do what Will Smith does. He was just the epitome of cool. From wasn't nobody really wearing Ray-Ban sunglasses like that till Men in Black came out. And also shout out to him for being like, yo, I'm gonna do the songs in all of these movies because I'm that good of an artist as well to make it go even further.
Will Smith might have the greatest quote in movie history. Welcome to Earth. The greatest quote in movie history.
When he was walking, he was like, I'm supposed to be in a barbecue! Hilarious.
He's like,
oh man. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with Denzel after that first name basis, also because he looked great bald in The Equalizer. And because people, low key, Denzel and like Book and Eli, Equalizer was like, yo, Denzel is old, but he still put the pause on you. So you better watch it.
That was good.
Also, Samuel, I'm changing up my 5 right now. Samuel L. Jackson, just because can't nobody say motherfucker the way he says motherfucker. Okay, cool, you can walk in.
I love it. I love his swearing. Even though I don't really condone swearing.
Can't nobody say it the way he says it. Hopefully one day I can do it as well as what he does it. I'm gonna say Matthew McConaughey because Interstellar and just got to me, and because Lincoln Lawyer was a very underrated movie, and I very much like that movie. And then my last one, just because like kind of how when you growing up and you got basketball players that you like oh man, I can be as good as him one day. And I want to put myself on that level, just kind of like motivate you and push you. Yo, Michael B. Jordan is right there to be like, yo, I want to be as good as I can compared to Michael B. Jordan. Because he's absolutely killing it. And I just want to be that good one day. And I know that I can absolutely do it. And it's just a matter of, you just got to keep working. And because he went from like getting killed on The Wire. Yo, he went out like dead and bogus in The Wire, absolutely. He went from being, what's up, Max? He went from being on The Wire to being killed to now, like, doing everything that he's doing now. And he's great. Even though he plays angry a whole lot, and I got a whole thing I'm going to get into later on about that. It's still cool. I still like him. It's all good.
Friday Night Lights.
So, yeah. Friday Night Lights. I used to love Friday Night Lights.
He was on the soap opera.
I should have put that as my fifth one. He was, but that soap opera wasn't that good.
Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale Station was very good.
Shout out to
Max.
Max.
Fruitvale Station was very good.
Yeah, real movie.
You want to show the people?
Creed
I'm
was
good.
Creed was great. Like I said beforehand. And and then I just know, even though like that Fantastic Four movie wasn't all that good, I'm not gonna lie, I only watched it because Michael B. Jordan was in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have watched it. That awkward moment made me want to move to New York. That's what made me. I was like, I want to move to New York, and I want to have friends that are actors, and I hopefully live in Brooklyn one day because this shit just looks lit. And
shout out to Miles Teller too.
Oh, yo, Miles Teller. Low key,
Teller.
Zac Efron, I liked you because of that movie too. I liked you because of that movie. And then now, yo, he finished murdering in Black Panther. I already know. And shout out to Ryan Coogler too. But yeah, that's my 5. So yeah.
Go Chadwick. Boom.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman. Yes, bro. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna just name every black person. I'm gonna name every black person. And Matthew McConaughey is my honorary.
I haven't named the Latino. My mom's gonna be mad at me if she sees this video. All right, and then now we're on to actresses now. All right.
We are.
All right, so number one for me, for actresses, is Tatiana Maslany. She's in Orphan Black. I don't know if y'all have watched Orphan Black.
I haven't. No. I don't know.
Orphan
a girl named Tatiana.
Black. I mean, Orphan Black is a show where this girl basically finds out she's a clone, right? And there's a clone conspiracy. You find that out in like the first 3 episodes. So spoiler alert. Sorry, whatever. Basically, she plays all the clones. And all the clones have different personalities. They look different, even though it's her based on their hair. And the way she walks, the way she handles her physicality, which is a big thing in acting, like when you learn about that in school. Like, the way she handles her physicality, she changes her accent. She does like 30 accents in that show. And it's amazing because the work that she had to put in to bring all these different characters to life, even though they look exactly the same, the way... Like, they're completely different, and you think of them as different people and everything like that, too. And that's partly because of the writing, and mainly, I think, because of Tatiana Maslany. She kills it. It's a good show. It's a clone conspiracy kind of... Tatiana Maslany, I love you, yo. Who's my second? I don't even know who my second is. Oh, no, I do know. Emilia Clarke. Game of Thrones. I mean... I love her.
Dragons. Who doesn't know her?
Khaleesi, Daenerys Targaryen. I mean,
what? You got to judge
Game of Thrones in general, man. That incest just get to me, but I'm gonna let
I mean, the incest. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the incest either. But I am rooting for Jon and Dany, so I guess that's weird. But Emilia Clarke, you are beautiful, and I love how fierce you have Daenerys Targaryen in the show. It's amazing. After Daenerys Targaryen, I'm going to go with Zoe Saldana. Oh, there we go. There's my Latina. There we go. I fell in love with her when I saw Drumline.
Ooh, shout out Nick. I was going to say Nick too. Hey, add Nick on my list after Chadwick Boseman. Don't play. Nick, you low-key underrated, bro. Always and forever.
I saw Drumline and I was like, oh man, I like her. Yeah, Drumline. First off, that movie was dope. It took place in Atlanta.
Drumline.
And yeah, Zoe, she doing Avatar. Zoe, she in Star Trek. She in all the franchises.
Zoe is great, bro.
Avatar, Star Trek, freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, she in everything now.
She's come a long way.
Yo, she's killing it. What else?
That wasn't her in Avatar.
Yeah, that was Avatar. Yeah, she was in Tyrion. Yeah. After Zoe, I have Charlize Theron.
No. I'm mad at her.
That's my girl.
Damn, what'd she do?
That's my girl.
Are we still waiting on Hancock too?
Oh, come on, bro. Hancock 2 was not happening.
Yes, it was supposed to happen. No, I'm not letting it go.
I wanted Hancock 2.
I wanted Hancock 2.
But I mean, but Charlize Theron, I love you, girl. Man. And then after number 5 to round it off, last but not least, Viola Davis. You are absolutely amazing, and I look up to you, yo. Yeah. Viola Davis is just, she kills everything.
Yeah.
Everything. She should have won Oscars for the rest of her life after this. Like, for the rest of her life, just give her an Oscar every year for the help.
This is, sorry, we just mean to break up the program, but this is just Viola Davis' award. Just Viola Davis. Kanye West. Have a good night. We're gone.
Go ahead. All right, that's it. That's me. That's my top 5 actresses. My favorite. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is obviously in no order whatsoever. I'm going to start with Viola Davis just to piggyback off what Sam said. I think she's amazing. She's an inspiration just in terms of longevity in the acting career.
She's also on my list as well.
Yeah, like she's one of those like you just have to include like in. I cried when she was crying in Fences. Like I was just like I felt her pain.
That's partially why I seen it. I saw the screenshot and was like, "Oh, I can't do it yet. It's gonna get me."
You're not gonna put yourself through that.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if
Viola she goes all in.
Yo,
she got the
Viola make you
like I would love to like just have like an hour session with her and just like listen to what she has to say. I just love Viola.
I've been standing with you.
Say, look, kid, what's your second one?
I done gave up everything.
What's your second one?
Second one, Charlize Theron.
Okay.
No, man. What?
Yo,
you gotta keep the homegrown.
Charlize Theron.
You gotta keep the homegrown.
Amazing actress. However, I want Hancock too. You playing games, Charlize.
As a South African, I'm not just saying this because she's South African, but okay, maybe I am.
That's all right.
Maybe I am. Right. But yeah, I just think like at first when I forgot what award she won, and when she mentioned that this award goes out to all my family from South Africa, I was like, all right, cool. All right, I see you. Like, I just love that she paid homage to South Africa there. But, yeah, also longevity from Charlie. No, she wasn't Charlie. What am I saying? But,
yeah. I'm
thinking of who's Cameron Diaz. I'm thinking of Cameron Diaz then.
Shout out to Drew Barrymore, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Emmanuel Thompson, I'm in love with you. Emmanuel Thompson from Fast and Furious 7.
Oh,
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Nathalie Emmanuel.
Yeah, I just call her. I just
Who is Emmanuel Thompson?
I don't say Natalie Emmanuel. I just say Emmanuel.
What is Thompson a part of her?
It's Thompson. What is Thompson?
It is. It's part of her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Natalie Emmanuel, I love you too because you are great. Go ahead.
You just gonna do that every time I mention something you love him?
I'm not gonna lie. I seen that Game of Thrones scene.
Oh.
Seen that part.
I really like.
I
want Natalie to get more opportunities because I think she's great.
I do too.
Well, like more roles outside Game of Thrones and Fast and Furious.
100%.
Like get her own lead in a movie or show.
She should pull it off.
Yeah,
she can do it.
Okay,
she's gonna play a Michael B. Jordan love interest. I can see it happening.
Michael B. Jordan love interest, really?
Why not?
I'm just throwing names out there. It don't matter. She can play Chadwick Boseman love interest. She can play Matthew McConaughey.
Taraji P.
I don't know.
Taraji P. Henson. Definitely.
Okay.
I think she says a lot about, again, African American. I just love her story from where she was and to where she is now. Shout out to Empire. Who else?
Season 1 Empire.
Shannon Lathan. Love you. Love Shannon Lathan. Yeah, that's my list.
So Sanaa Lathan.
All right, so I need to work on my pronunciation. Clearly, it's really bad.
Taraji.
Did I not say the P?
Violi, you did not say that.
He's like Violi.
Kenny, you won't let me speak because you cut me off, and I'm trying to correct you at the same time I'm talking. That's why I messed up. Viola Davis.
Violi.
Dang, who are my last two? I had a while. See, now look, you done messed me all up. I was trying to correct you while talking. Jeez. Crap. I can't remember who my last two are now.
They're black?
I'm trying to remember if they are or if they're not. This is really awkward now.
Max just came in and was like, are y'all still filming?
Who are my last two?
Dang.
I'm gonna go with Zoe Saldana as well, just because she's been there for like forever in basically like every major movie, as we said earlier. And I want to give no, not Jennifer Lawrence. No offense, Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, you know what? Go ahead, Gabrielle Union, because you be lit. You be just living your best life. I give it to Gabrielle.
I said Bird.
Hey, not gonna lie, yo. I will still watch that movie when it comes on.
Oh no, Clovers. Oh no!
Wow!
I said Toros.
You see what side he on?
There must be some Clovers up in here.
Over here talking about me saying Violi, and he over here saying Toros. It's Clovers all day. Quit playing.
Clovers all day, but the first song that they played, they said Toros.
I want to get because they stole it.
I know they stole that shit.
Okay. I know. Shout out to Elvis still in everything.
Sorry, Kirsten Dunst, you cool.
Megan Good is my final one just because she's Megan Good, and why not? Her name is Megan Good, and she's good.
Exactly.
All right, that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the second episode of ForTheBoyz TV. As we said before, Saturdays for the Boys. All right, still working on the name. Like, subscribe, comment. Definitely join in the conversation. As Melvin said,
put your comments down there.
He's checking out right now.
Tell us your top five.
Definitely tell us how you guys think. If you have any suggestions for the show at all, definitely write that in as well. But for now, it's been real.
Make sure to follow ForTheBoyz TV on Twitter, Facebook. We're gonna get an Instagram, right?
We'll get that. All right, get that.
And yeah.
All right, yeah. We'll see you guys next week then.
Top five.
Subscribe.
All right. Bye, guys.